Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chang Chiu, and my project is a community center located in Taiping, which is named The Nucleus. The Nucleus is a contemporary community hub that aims to provide a different shopping experience for market goods as an ultimate approach for the market and community center to adapt to the new generation lifestyle. As the 150 years old town is lacking of participation of younger people, it intends to be the new epicenter of the town that attracts tourists and locals into this town once again, therefore the name The Nucleus. The project started with a user study, and I've chosen my vendor, which is a 50 years old fishmonger, and the user is a young hawker children who also work as a part-time accountant. We have interviewed them in order to know their time activity throughout a day to help us to design our space later. We look into their activities in a day in order to design store for them. From this assignment, we have tested out a few space transformation techniques in order to redesign the market store for better efficiency. Our site is located at the center of Taiping, which is initially a public parking lot, and is surrounded by several buildings such as Taiping Wet Market, 3-story office building, 2-story hawker center, a bus taxi waiting area, public parking, as well as a 4-story high hotel development. This is the main road next to our site, and this is a proposed route for our future site planning, and the red line shows how the pedestrian can access our building. So this is another view of our site. The site itself is surrounded by many activities during the day, such as market, dining, and also waiting for bus, and at night is mainly eating at the Siang Malam. Through the process, I've also done a few model making in response to the neighborhood activity and wind and light in order to understand where to place all the openings. So next is the site problem that I have found. The noticeable site problem at first is the lack of youth participation as they move out for better opportunity. Second, hygienic concern as people refer wet market as dirty. Third, as Taiping is the wettest town in Malaysia, it has a very dense rainfall, especially during afternoon. And due to the dense development around the site, it's surrounded by many buildings, there's not many trees around the site. So in order to tackle all the site problems that I found, these are a few solutions that I have proposed, which I'll further explain it later. So my concept is about redefining the market into a park integrated market architecture, in which the market are all exposed to the exterior. By doing this, it allows me to avoid many problems such as having a stinky and foul smell in the enclosed market. Also in this way, the market will become more approachable to the people who refuse to go into the wet and stinky market. So the whole design process started from a store design, which I name it the rotator. The market store is reformed into a space-efficient rotatable unit which can be freely configured depends on the vendor usage. As such, this will save a lot of space. So in order to shade the market store, I have also designed a market shelter which acts like a pavilion that has retractable roof which allow vendor to use it for shading purpose. And with their business, they can retract the roof in order for the wind and light to access, in order to kill away the germs, evaporate the water, and to remove all the foul smell from the market. Also, it will act as a rainwater harvesting system. So over here, the water will be filtered before it is stored in the water tank, and they can use the water for cleaning purpose, and the user can use them to clean their hand. The space planning is started by identifying the building program for each timing. In the morning, market activity will happen on the ground floor and user can exercise and play around the site. We are serving breakfast. And the first floor will cater activities such as reading, working, and workshop. During afternoon, most activity will happen on the first floor, but user can have meeting and discussion while the ground floor serve lunch. In the evening, music jamming can happen at ground floor while the co-working space can transform into a movie theater for the market user and vendor to chill and relax. So in order to calculate the space area usage, we have done a schedule of accommodation of the market. I have also done a model to show how the space link to each other. After that, I proceed with a bubble diagram. The spaces are classified into 3 categories: fully open air, semi-open air, and fully enclosed. The red line means it's public accessible area, and the blue means it is only for facility staff. Then I proceed with the building form exploration, where I start which I also took some inspiration from the old mining site of Taiping. The form of building is designed according to the site condition of Taiping. First is circulation. So the red line shows the vehicle direction and the red line shows the pedestrian access from different areas such as the future hotel, from bus stop, taxi station, food court, opposite bazaar, and the market. Over here, I created 3 main openings to welcome people from different directions around the site, and the parking area, refuse chamber, and loading area is all placed along the road. Next, wind direction. So the building form is designed in order to capture the main wind sources into the ground floor and the first floor to make it possible for passive ventilation. In order to provide passive lighting for the building, I have also designed a courtyard in the center of the building, while greeneries are added around the site to filter some light for user comfort. Finally, the building is completed with multiple rainwater harvesting devices. The rainwater can flow into the courtyard to form a beautiful rain screen for people to interact with the rain. A series of presentation drawings are done in order to illustrate the use of space. Over here is the site plan. As extension is directly facing the old market for the market shoppers to access it easily. The center of the building is a community hub which has a courtyard. It has multiple entrances with ramps and steps to allow people from entering from all directions. The is intended to look like a park for people to come here cycling, jogging, while buying their goods. So by doing this, I believe it will attract more people, especially the younger generation, into the market. So next is the dining area. The dining area is sided by 3 hawker stations and a public washroom. So this is a view of the playground where the children can play over here while their parents can monitor them from the side. The double-story shop house next to our site can become a backdrop of the playground, and it can create shade to create a cool, chilly space for children to hop around. The courtyard is the center of gathering and is an interval space between all spaces, so everybody will cross over the courtyard while they are traveling from the market to the dining area. The floor of courtyard is break into several depths to create sitting spaces for people to sit, play, and rest. There's a platform that extends out from the right side that can provide exercise space and also music jamming during the night. The first floor can be accessed from 2 staircases. It has a co-working space and an open discussion area, office and pantry, multi-purpose room with services room and toilet. For the co-working space, I have designed a rotatable shelf which can be used as seating when it is rotated out. When most people require working space in the morning, it can be straightened to save space, and at night or weekend, it can be used to create seating for watching movie or reading. In the multi-purpose room, I have designed a hidden table which can be extruded only when it's needed. As such, multiple configuration can be done to the furniture layout to cater different activities such as meeting, workshop, class, and presentation. Coming up is the side section that shows how people from Taiping Wet Market can access to my building across the road. So these are some of the elevation that I have done. This is the section which shows how the light can enter the space through the courtyard and also from the multiple windows. The building is mainly supported by steel frames which is divided using a radial grid system. The main concern of the building structure is how to support the long cantilevered co-working space and multi-purpose room on the first floor. Through research, I have came up with the idea of applying a V-angular steel column in order to increase the floor span. Last but not least, I would like to show some of the perspective of the model making. Thank you for listening to my presentation.